Hi, I'm Jesse Kaiser, and we're here to demonstrate the installation of the 360 BANDIT on the John Deere MaxImerge row unit. The first step is to remove the tension from the closing system using the closing system handle. Then we'll take the closing wheels off. This step is only necessary if you're installing the 360 chain kit. Bolts and nuts can be discarded. The two bushings should be saved for later use. The next step is to remove the closing system using a socket from the two bolts underneath the shank. Two bolts can also be discarded. The next step is to install the BANDIT base unit using the two short 12mm bolts. These can be tightened using the impact. The next step is to install the disc and hose guide. We'll do the left-hand side first. When holding the hose guides and these two small bosses are facing each other, your left hand is holding the left-hand hose guide, your right hand is holding the right-hand hose guide. Use the 15/16 bolt, put it through the disc, follow it with the bushing with the large side in, take the hose guide and slide it over it with the small black boss in line with the bolt. This whole assembly is slid into the hole on the pivot arm, and the small black boss is pushed through the corresponding slot. It's retained with the 15/16 lock nut. The hose can be routed underneath the arm and through the hole in the top of the main frame. Okay, the next step is to reinstall the closing system. Steve's going to help me with this part. They can be tightened down with an impact. Next, we're going to install the dust caps on the disc. Okay, next we'll install the orifice and the orifice washer. Rubber washer, put it in the top end of the Y splitter and twist to connect the adapter. Next, install the orifice in the push to connect adapter and install on one side of the Y. And repeat for the other side. The liquid kit can now be installed on the BANDIT unit. Zip ties are provided to secure the hoses in place. Next, you would reinstall the closing wheels, and this would complete the installation of the BANDIT system. We're going to continue with the chain kit installation. Now we'll reinstall the closing wheels using the chain guide kit. Start with the long 15/16 bolt and slide it through the chain bracket. Next, install the provided bushing, and then place the wheel back on the assembly. Reinstall the bushing that was previously set aside, and reinstall the closing wheel. Install the nut on the back side. You may need another hand to help tighten it down. While tightening, make sure that the top of the chain bracket stays in the same parallel to the top of the closing system. Repeat that process for the other side. For smooth closing wheel styles, the chain extension kit is not required, so the chain is just installed using the provided U-bolt through the end loop, through the holes, and fastened with the nylock nuts on the back side. Nuts can be tightened down with an impact wrench. The closing wheel handle can be relocked, and this completes the BANDIT and chain installation. If spiked closing wheels are used, provided chain extension kits are used to keep the chain from tangling. Use the U-bolts and 1 and 2 pairs of the provided holes to install the chain to the extension bracket. Next, the chain can be reinstalled on the extension brackets. Using the provided bushings, put 1 from each side. Follow it with the 7/16 bolt and washer, and insert it through the center hole on the bracket. The 1/4-20 nut can be tightened from the back side. The chain length can be adjusted in tightness depending on the hole sizes used, which may vary with your closing wheel style. This completes the installation of the chain extension kit.